So, in the interest of getting done things and being on time, I'm going to go ahead and warn you that this video is a little on the terribly imperfect side because what I'm about to talk about, I can't find all of it. Isn't that great? It's great. It's great. It's great. So, if you're curious to know what that even means, stay tuned for today's Stashcast. Until then, I'm Aradia Noir, your resident witch and creatrix over to Aradia's Hand and Danae's Divine, where I create myth, magic, and meaning for your everyday life through art, intuition, and energy work. And on Sundays, I like to do a little thing called a Stashcast. Now, last week, we went back in time to a pre-recorded video because I had started recording for all of these, had every intention of pre-recording all of them, including this one, and that's not what happened. So it'll be interesting seeing a foil between, I don't know, like a year ago and now on my Patreon. Damn it! It's okay. My hair's bigger. That, we can say that. My hair's bigger. So, without further ado, actually, you know what? There's more ado. Why is there more ado? You know, because I didn't open my notes. Can you tell I'm having a hard time today? I've only been trying to make these videos like all day. It's almost 3 in the afternoon. It's not working out. It's not working out. No, this is pre-recorded. Just like real talk. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. I think I'm ready now. Jeez. So, on Sundays, I like to do a little thing called Stashcast. Now, if you're in the art world, then you know what Stash is. If you're not for some reason, or you are new and haven't been fully inducted into the insanity that is the craft world, Stash is just a collection of artistic tools. Beads, buttons, thread, yarn, fabric, all sorts of things. Anything that you can make into art. And really your stash is kind of determined by the medium that you work with. Me, personally, I have a lot of stash of yarn, a lot of stash of a good amount of fabric and beads and buttons and now sequins. We'll maybe talk about those in the future. I don't actually know if I've shared my sequin stash or not. I know I took pictures of it. I don't know if I shared it. I don't know. If I did share it, I'll link it below. Why not? But I also have stashes of tools, which is what we're going to talk about today. So, without further ado, last week, if you saw it, we went and hit over the overview of all of my weaving looms. Over the next couple of weeks, we're going to focus on each individually and talk about it maybe a little more. And, you know, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's everything. Is that everything? I have my sweater on. I made this sweater. Okay, so this is so terrible. So this is all I've got. All I've got. There's more pieces than this. Okay, there's more. There really are. We've got 2 sticks and a bunch of pegs. This is from the Martha Stewart weaving kit. Now, just by the way, first of all, there's a picture last week. There's a picture this week. It's the same picture. So you get to see all the pieces. And so there's that. There's that. And honestly, looking at the pictures in the poster is way better than trying to watch me weave stuff around on the screen because I move too fast, I think, sometimes. And things. So the cool thing about this is it can be used for knitting or weaving. Gosh, I want to say, I don't know. I'll hit on some of the knitting looms. I'll link those below too. Let's see if can I remember to do all this? I don't know. Let's see. Can we remember to do all this? Let's write it down. If I don't write it down, I'm just like, what am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. I know. This is why you like watching me though, right? Because I'm friggin' ridiculous and I don't, you know, do things on time, so we have to link to the sequins stash and then link to all of the knitting looms. Okay, so, and that's like provided I posted all of them. I know I posted some of them. I don't know exactly when they are posted, but I will link them below if I can find them. Probably can find them. But knitting looms, just a quickie, are used for knitting. They're not used for weaving. They are usually, you know, they're set close together, and so that space that you're working in, like, it's only that space. I've got a bunch of circular ones. I've got a rectangular one. I've got a spool knitter, which I called a flower loom because I can't even say words right. You will see more of that in the future. I will use the wrong language and I will decide to commit to it because I'm not going to re-record a video if I make a mistake. I'm just going to laugh at myself and invite you to do so as well. Anyway, so why I bought these is this was the first. Now, just an FYI, since I bought this, there is another Martha Stewart weaving setup, but it's like, I want to say it's a flat piece. I don't have it yet, but obviously I'm going to buy it at some point in the future because that's how I do. Anyway, rabbits. My brain has just stopped. I know what I'm doing. I really do. It doesn't look like it though, does it? No, it doesn't. Anyway, I don't know exactly what it's called, but from my recollection, which could be wrong, it is like a flat board with pegs. So it kind of looks like a pegboard, like you hang stuff on the wall with. Yeah, like that. Anyway, I don't have it yet, but they didn't have it. So this is what there was. The cool thing about this is you can make different shapes with this. So if you look in the picture below, you've got some little corner pieces. We've got these straight long pieces. We've got some shorter straight pieces, and they've got two curved pieces. So you can make a circular one. You can make an oval one. Ovular, I don't think is a word. Ovulate is a word. Are they called ovaries because they're oval shaped? I don't know. That's a good question. That's probably not it. That's okay. Yay, random! So, I like this because it has options. And I love options and I love variety. And if I can get a tool that does more than one thing, yeah, on board. Now, that said, not only are the options rabbits in the pieces of the loom, but also the peg sizes. There's two sizes, a smaller one and a larger one. And the reason it would matter for the peg sizes is because the different pegs are suited to different weights of yarn. And that's the whole thing. The other cool thing about this is if you wanted to turn this into like a knitting loom, I know that's not really what we're talking about, but for argument's sake, you can space these differently. So usually when you use a knitting loom, the pegs don't come out. They are where they are, and the gauge is determined by how close the pegs are. I could do every other one, every third one, or whatever. I mean, obviously that would make for like something very holy, and that's not necessarily what you're going for, but it's an option. And again, I like options. Options are good, so that's cool. What other words did I want to say about this? I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to use this is going to be for weaving for me, because when I grow up and I get big and I have a house again and I have space, I will totally get like a floor loom, like a big ass loom. Until then, we're gonna go with the smaller ones because accessibility and storage, that would be the other thing, because this thing comes apart. It doesn't take a lot of space up. And a lot of looms, they're the size that they are, and while some of them fold up and some of them, like an ankle loom, aren't terribly huge, and I'll link to an ankle loom in case you're curious. I don't own one. I really want one. Because of course I do. I want all the things. tap dance on my keyboard. I like things that are small and not really. I just like to be able to put things away when I have to, because small hands and small paws and nosy. So yeah, it's good stuff. I have some sample weaving. I would show it to you if I knew where the hell it was. I don't. Like I can visually picture where it is, but it's probably in storage right now. And yeah, about that. So that reminds me, I need to send a message to make sure something is taken care of. Anyway, sorry. I like to have random thoughts that are not at all related to what's going on, because that's how brains work, right? And make weird connections that are like, what? Okay. So, yeah, no, I think that is everything. So, my question is, do you have one of these in your stash? Have you used it? Do you like it? What have you made with it? Again, if you want to see pictures, you can scroll below, and I have all the pieces laid out on the table so that you can look at them. I don't have any sample pictures, unfortunately, and I don't have any pictures of it put together. And at this point, I can't do that because I don't have the rest of the pieces where I know where they are. Why is this my life? I don't know. But I've also linked to it below. I got this from Michael, so that's the link that I'm giving you. But if for some reason you can't find it at your local Michael's, or you don't have one, or they won't ship to you, because that happens every now and then, you can just search, was it the Martha Stewart Knit and Weave Loom, and you should be able to find it. But I got a link. So there's that. And if you can't remember all those words that I just said, if you scroll into the description, it's right now. Copy and paste. Google is your friend. Sometimes. Google's a liar. Don't tell Google I said that. It'll get mad. Anyway. So there's that. Yeah. Yay! Also linked below, my website's Aradia's Hand and Danae's Divine, where you can find my work or hire me to do things for you. Making and magic, whichever, both, all. Also, my active social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, where I like to hang out the most, because it's awesome. I love Instagram. I fall into Instagram holes, actually. I go into the search function, and then somehow I've eaten up like 20 minutes of my life. I can't get it back. But I saw lots of cool things, like tattoos, animals, yarn, art, stitching. Yeah, like if you really wanted to see what I'm interested in, look at what's in my Instagram search, and it'll tell you what I've been liking. Oh, Laura Lippis, cosplays, fan art. Yeah, I might take a screenshot and put that in there, because it's fun. Let's see, can I remember to do that? I don't know. Let's write it down. It'll be fun. It's kind of fun. Let's see, rabbits. Boop. Yeah. The fun thing, if you don't know about the Instagram searches, as you like things, so let's say it randomly shows you nail art, which I was seeing a bunch of, like, as in just acrylic nails and just different colors, not necessarily designs on them per se, so much the whole nail is a design, if that makes any sense. Anyway, I was on a kick of liking a bunch of those, so when I went scrolling, it kept showing me more nail stuff. And if I started liking pottery or something, then more of that will show up, which I gotta tell you, it's not a bad system, because it definitely eats my life up. I get to look at pretty things, so that's cool. I'm down. Woo! So, because you've been patient and you've made it to the end of this video, it is, what's next? What are we doing tomorrow? It's Monday Motivation. It's also almost the last day of the month. So, if you are interested in what it's going to get me going and keep me going to the end of the month and into October, pop in and see what I'm doing. Also, before I go, I want to say thank you to everybody who's here. Thank you for being part of my Patreon community, for watching on YouTube, for liking and subscribing. It means a lot to me for me, with me, at me, for you to be here, for you to care what I'm talking about and be interested in what I have to say. I know that you could be doing other things and you're giving me some of your time and attention, which is super valuable because you don't get it back. So I want to just let you know, I appreciate it. Also, if you like this post, and know anybody else who would, who's curious as to what I've got in my stash and what cool new art implements that you too can own, send them over to my Patreon. More the merrier, right? Right. So, I'm gonna skedaddle, get the fudge out of here, and we're gonna do more videos. We're on like a video kick. Yeah. Hooray! So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, and goodbye. And I will see you, hopefully, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed tomorrow.